Good morning, Ilya. I'll be your host, Connor.
And I'll be your co-host, Evan. And this
is
the TikTok Show.
Here in Italy today, I believe it's July 17th, 1640. Isn't that right, Evan?
Yep, and we usually would have the weather on first, but today we have a special guest speaker, Galileo Galilei.
Good afternoon, Mr. Galileo.
Good afternoon.
Let's begin. So based on what I know, you were taught Aristotelian physics at the University of Pisa, but your approach is completely different.
Yes, Aristotle had a qualitative and verbal approach, while I developed quantitative and mathematical approach. Aristotelians argue that heavier bodies would fall faster than lighter ones in the same medium, although I, early on in my career, came to believe that the difference in speed depends on the densities of bodies. Aristotelians maintain that the absence of the resisting force of a medium body, A, would travel infinitely fast, and that a vacuum was therefore impossible. Although I have come to believe that in a vacuum, all bodies would fall within the same speed, and that this speed was proportional to only the time of the fall.
What has your mathematical approach on this done for you?
Because of my mathematical approach to motion, I become intrigued by the back and forth motion of suspending weight. I began to study pendulums after I saw a suspended lamp swing back and forth in the Cathedral of Pisa. When I was still just a student there, my first notes on the date back from 1588. I believe, although I did not begin serious investigation until 1602.
I can see how your discoveries will affect the future, but when do you think they will? And do you think they have already?
I have explained the isochronisms of lawn pendulums to a friend of mine, Sonetario, a physician in Venice. He has begun using a short pendulum, which he calls pulsodium, to measure the pulse of his patients.
Wow, well thank you for your time, Mr. Galileo. It was very much appreciated.
No problem. Although I am a busy man, I do enjoy questions about my discoveries.
And back to you, Connor.
Wow. Well, it really seems like he knows what he's talking about. Too bad he can't stay and help out the new weather girl. She really can't seem to know how to read the earthquake reader pendulum thing.
Sounds like you don't even know what you're talking about. And yeah, too bad Galileo's gonna leave.
I'm going to pretend you didn't say that. Now here's Hannah with the weather.
Again, good morning, and as you can see behind me, this week is going to be fairly cloudy with a chance of rain this coming Thursday. The temperature should remain in the high 60s to low 70s. Apart from this, you should also be aware of the earthquake this upcoming weekend, and I know only because of the new addition to our reporting devices, a seismometer. Before this morning, I did not even know how they worked, let alone how to use them. These are instruments that measure motions detected from the ground, including seismic waves generated by earthquakes, volcanic eruptions, and other seismic sources as well. Records of seismic waves also allow seismologists to map the interior of the Earth and measure the size of these sources. Anyways, back to you.
Well, this has been TikTok Show. Again, I'm Connor.
And I'm Evan, and make sure to be prepared for this possible earthquake this weekend.
Until next time, stay swinging.